There are a range of standard algorithms that are used in computer science to solve common problems. Linear search is the simplest searching algorithm. It starts at the first element in the list and checks every element until it finds the one it is looking for. In this example, we are looking for 7. The problem with this method is it isn't very efficient. Binary search is a good way of searching lists that have already been sorted. At each step, it halves the number of items it needs to look at. In this example, we are going to search for 14. The bubble sort algorithm works through a list comparing pairs of values and swapping them if necessary. The process is repeated until the list is in order. The computer will keep going until there is a complete pass without any swaps. The selection sort algorithm works through each element in a list to find the smallest element. The smallest element then swaps places with the first element. One is the smallest element, so it swaps places with 8. 1 is now in the correct position. 3 is the next smallest element, so it's already in the correct position. 4 is the next smallest element, so 4 and 8 need to swap. 6 is the next smallest element, so 6 and 8 need to swap. 7 is in the correct position, and 8 being the last value is now in the correct position. In quicksort, one of the elements in the list is selected as the pivot, and the smaller elements are placed to the left of it, and the larger elements are placed to the right of it. So in this case we've selected 6 as the pivot. So the smaller elements have been placed to the left and the larger to the right. This process is then repeated for the sublists until all elements have been a pivot. Now all elements have been a pivot, the list is now in order. The merge sort algorithm works by splitting a list into individual elements and then gradually merging them into larger and larger lists until they are all in one large sorted list. We start by splitting them into individual elements. We then merge them into pairs of elements that are in order. we can then merge them into two lists that are again in order. And finally, we can merge them into one sorted list. A tree is a data structure that is used in computer science. Traversal is the process of searching a tree by visiting each node in a tree once. There are two main types of tree traversal, depth first and breadth first. In depth first, each node in one branch is visited before exploring the next branch. For example, we start with the root node, so 1, 2, 4. We've reached the end of that branch, so we work back up and go down 1, 3, 5, work back up down to 6, and we've now completed the depth first traversal. In breadth first traversal, each level is explored until all nodes have been visited. So we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6.